What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Josiah from Analyze Tech, and today I'm showing you why water doesn't really mix with technology, why we need water seals, and why there's different levels of water sealing. Alright, so I'm in a little bit of a different location than usual, but that's okay. Isaac, alright, well, he's wearing headphones, so he probably doesn't hear me, but yeah, I'm actually using his iPod Touch 6th generation to record right now because I forgot to bring my camera. I actually had recorded a video for this Saturday this week, whatever you want to call it. But I left that footage all at my house with my camera. And I had never transferred it, and I'm not going to be back till Sunday. And actually, this isn't really gonna work out the best, so I can either post this Friday or Sunday, not actually Saturday, so, you'll know when it came out, but I don't actually know yet. This is Thursday and the day before, but that's not important. What you want to know and why you clicked on this video is why water messes up all your technology. Why you just I think this is water. Is this water? I have a glass. I would fill it with water, but I don't really want to do that right now. And that's just empty ice. So yeah, you have water all the time, and you have technology all the time. And you need the water sealing so that when you mess up, when you accidentally spill water or whatever it is, then it just it would mess it up. That's so the water sealing isn't perfect yet. Like the GoPros, they need these thick plastic things, and it messes up audio. The video is not as clear, and some other cameras, it's just there's no perfect solution because you need to seal it, and sealing also blocks off other communication. It blocks off audio and muffles it and all of that. But people have decided that sealing it is more important. That convenience is more important than the convenience of better audio or just I don't know, whatever else you could get out of having that not sealed. But you need it sealed because water messes up your device. But I have, I think, 3 reasons. Yes, 3 reasons why water messes up every device. One is why it will mess it up as soon as it touches, and 2 are why it stops working after water is, well, actually, there's kind of a third to why your technology doesn't work even once it's dry. Okay, so let's get into this. So water, first reason is water is a very good conductor of electricity, and technology uses electricity. So what happens when the water gets on your technology is it takes those electric signals that are on your phone or whatever, and it sends them, it either takes in the water or it sends them to another part of the board, and it messes up all the signals. So it could, and then your phone can't compute, or whatever the device is. It could be a computer, could just be, I don't know. Your device can't work with that, with all its signals and electric conductors being thrown out. And so when that happens, it just stops. Your phone stops working, whatever device, it's done. All right. But if you can get it dry fast enough, and there's these things that stick it in a bowl of rice right away, because the rice will absorb the water. That's at least the hope. If you can get it dry fast enough, then it will still work. But water corrodes the circuits, and once it's corroded, it's done. It could also be So like if you can get it dry before the water can corrode the board, the circuit, your phone, then it might still work afterwards. But if you can't, it will corrode. Other reason is water, like I said before, it's a good conductor of electricity. So it could send a signal to one or short circuit one and send too much power through it, and it'll fry it. Meaning all that electricity, it will melt something and it won't work anymore. So then you could replace it, but there's just not really places that exist to work on that. So those are pretty much the two main. The water will corrode it and it will short circuit. Then the third kind of one would be if you couldn't get it dry, then it couldn't get it completely dry, it would just still be messing up the signals. So definitely water sealing is nice, but it's not fully there. Like the GoPro ones, you have to get like a couple centimeters, or like more like 1 centimeter of plastic there. But you can't just surround your phone in a centimeter of plastic. So they have to use these, for the ports, they have these grates, and like as long as there's not enough pressure, the water would rather stay together than be like kind of pushed through and separated through the grate, like on the headphone jack, which iPhone got rid of. Say goodbye to the headphone jack. Or lightning or SIM. Well, that's not actually. Anyway, the open ports, and yes. So it would rather stay together than be pushed through. And around the other places, there's a sealant used to make sure that it will, how to put this? It helps to keep the pieces of the phone together so that the water can't get between the different pieces of the shell of the phone. And then the SIM card, it has like a rubber seal. It has a seal. It's not as good as a GoPro. Like a GoPro 50 meters, about 150 feet approximately. Alright, that's really rough. It's not that rough, but it's a rough estimation. But that's because of it has a bunch of protection. But iPhone 7 IP67, the 6 just stands for dust proof, which means dust can't get into the device because of the seal. And the 7 stands for 1 meter underwater, and that's approximately 3 feet. Saying 1 meter is 3 feet is same math I was using for the 150. Anyway, so but after there's too much pressure, it will break the seal, it'll get through the grate. And that's why the if you know the Samsung Galaxy S7, the speaker sounds terrible. Well, that's because it's supposed to be, it's IP68, which is 1.5 meters water resistant. So it will, it blocks out more water, but it also blocks more audio, so the audio isn't as good. And that's why it's doesn't work so well. But that's pretty much most of it. Most of what I have to say for today. Today. So, thank you for watching. Just to go through a brief overview, if I can remember everything I said. Water seals are important because water and technology doesn't mix. Technology doesn't mix with water because it has electricity. Electricity doesn't work with mix with water because water is a good conductor of electricity, and it'll mess up the signal. It can fry the ports, and water can corrode the circuits. And then it's sealed through grates, and these only work up to a certain amount because after a certain amount of pressure, the farther down you go in the water, the more pressure there is, which makes sense because there's like more weight above you. So there's more pressure, and after there's enough pressure, these, I don't know, like, it's like a screen door is what I mean by grate. Kind of like that, but smaller. And so that's how the ports are protected. And then everything is protected with this sealant in where all of the different parts of the phone connect. It's all sealed very well so that water can't get through. The reason the Samsung Galaxy S7 doesn't work as, sound isn't as good as the iPhone 7 is because the waterproofing, waterproofing is higher, and in order to achieve that higher waterproofing, the ports have to be protected better. But then the speaker, that grate, that kind of screen door, it muffles the audio. And then on GoPros and other things that have waterproof casing, actually, I shouldn't say GoPros, because GoPros are now built-in waterproofing, and that's just really cool how they can have kind of that, like, no compromise. Well, almost no compromise. It can go 10 meters, 33 feet, because actually each meter is about 3.3 feet, to be more precise. It can go 10 meters, and it still has the microphone. It has the touch screen and all of that. That still is sealed, and that's like the best you can get. And you're only paying $400, which is about half as much as your phone, even $100 cheaper than the Hero 4. So that's probably like the best water sealing you're gonna ever see. But the older ones just have plastic, and where that back cover comes off, it's sealed just the same way as a SIM card would be, with this like kind of rubbery material that will stick to it. And then the more pressure there's actually, I believe the more pressure, it will the water will try and get in, but it will also, the more harder these are pushed, the back door is pushed onto the rest of the device, it allows it to stick better. But then once there's too much pressure, the plastic can crack, or water can finally get enough to actually slip through the seal. Yeah, so that's a kind of a broad overview of like kind of how water sealing works on all devices and why water doesn't work or mix with devices. So sadly, not really waterproofing on your computers quite yet, because there's just so much on these. Actually, there's a Surface Book and a MacBook right here, that I'm pointing to off camera, barely off camera, like a foot off camera. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you know, when each video comes out, and just to let me know that you're interested in my channel. Like this video, share it with your friends. That's the only way that I can grow. It will definitely help if you will like it and share it. That's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good week.